Some of you might know that I work with Powerslide, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to tell you that the Powerslide skate is the best and the Rollerblade skate sucks. That's not what I'm going to do. Olá YouTube, my name is Ricardo Lino and I'm a wheel addict. I'm in São Paulo, Brazil, and right now I'm in Rolling Sports warehouse. They are distributors for Powerslide and for Rollerblade. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna put one skate from Rollerblade and one skate from Powerslide, and I'm gonna show them side by side, and I'm gonna give you my opinion about each skate. Some of you might know that I work with Powerslide, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna tell you that the Powerslide skate is the best and the Rollerblade skate sucks. That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you the facts. So this is the Imperial granite. I'm not really sure. It's kind of like a super light gray color, and then the liner is white. It's a light color skate. I think girls would like this skate a lot. And from Rollerblade we have the Rollerblade Twister 80. This is the ladies edition, so these might be two skates that girls will like. Out of the box, the first thing that you see, basically they are the same size. They are European size 41. I think the Rollerblade skate, the shell boot is a 40 and 41. In this skate, because it's a 41, the liner goes all the way to the front. But if it was a size 40, then there will be some space in front. On the Powerslide Imperials, they are 41, 42. So basically, the shell boots have different sizing. So let me try to explain you this in a different way. Usually, when you have a hard boot skate, a plastic shell boot skate, the brands don't make one plastic shell for each size. So usually they go on two sizes. From what I see here, the Powerslide skate is a 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. From what I see in the Twister, they are different. So this seems to be a 40-41. It's a different sizing, and if you want to have your skate right on top of the skate, for you, the good thing about the Powerslide skate is because the liner, the MyFit, is a dual fit liner, they will expand the inside of the liner. Let me try to show it to you. All this front part is neoprene. So this means that the liner will expand, and because the liner expands, will give you a tight fit, like a snug fit. That's a cool thing. From what I asked to the guys here at Rolling Sports, the distributor, what they also told me as feedback is that the Imperial has a way narrower fit than these. So if you do have a wide foot, the Rollerblade Twister will fit great. But if you have a narrow foot, from what they told me here at Rolling Sports, you'll feel like your foot can slide a little bit on the inside, especially if you're using the biggest liner for your size. As I said before, this is a 40-41 shell boot. So if you're a size 40 and if you're using a Twister, the liner is going to be a 40, but the outside is a 41. So that will make your foot on the inside slide a little bit. On the other end, this one is way narrower, which means that you'll feel the skate a lot more like snug. But if your foot is too wide, probably it won't fit as comfortable. So I think that fit-wise, that might be the main difference. Then on the frames, they do have different cuts, but they both look super, super solid. They seem to be the exact same size. Let me see if they say it here. Both of them are like 4x80. If they are the same size, they should be 243 millimeters frames, which means that's the size of the wheelbase. The wheels, both have 85A wheels. These ones have the Powerslide spinner wheels, the Imperials, and the Rollerblade come with Rollerblade Supreme 85A. The shape of the wheel is a little bit different. So the Rollerblade wheel is more like round, and the Powerslide spinner It's round, but it's somehow not as wide, not as thick as the rollerblade wheel, which means that the rollerblade should be a little bit more stable, but at the same time, the Powerslide wheel should be, I don't know if I can say it, a little bit faster, but seems to have a little bit less surface in the ground. Bearings, the Powerslide comes with ABAC 9 wicked bearings, and the rollerblade skates come with ILQ 7 from TwinCam. So bearing wise, they both seem great. Laces. The lacing system from the rollerblades is completely different from the Powerslide. The Powerslide one is the regular one that just has some holes, some loopholes that the laces go through. On the other hand, the rollerblade seems to have a different system, which is just the lacing system comes on top. So it's different. I am not sure if when you pull it, yeah, it's just on top. But on the rollerblade skates, the laces go through the first loop of the liner, which is cool because it's supposed to keep the liner in the same place. But at the same time, if you want to take the liner out, you won't be able to take the liner out without taking the laces. That's just a little detail, but if you take the liner out quite often, that might make a difference. There's a lot more holes on the rollerblade boot. The Imperial has only like 2 holes in the front and then a few holes in the back, but it's a little bit more cutted, the rollerblade skate. Other difference from the rollerblade to the Imperials is this 45-degree buckle. This rollerblade buckle is quite complex, which is you first just put this plastic piece underneath and you adjust it, but then you still have this regular buckle for leverage. That's it. Put it in, close, that's it. The Powerslide one, you can just crank it. So there's no cranking system on the 45-degree buckle from Rollerblade, but it's a different system. It seems to work really good too. None of the liners have laces. This one comes with heat moldable liner. You put it in the oven for 5 minutes, put it back in your skate, tight it as much as you can, and they're supposed to get the right fit. This one says woman's feet, so apparently should be something specific for women, maybe a little bit narrower, I have no idea, but it should be something like that. Then one last thing that I saw is the screws, the axles. The axles on the frame on these are just the regular Allen key, and on the Powerslide they come with a Torx tool, which is kind of like that little star thing. I do love this Torx thing because you can actually crank it a lot more, you can tighten it a lot more, and usually you don't have problems with these. They just last longer. But on the other hand, you need that tool here, but then the cuff screw is not a Torx. Even if usually I use the same tool, but it's not the same. These one, the Rollerblade, they all use the same screws, so that might be an advantage that you use the same tool, but then you can't tighten it the same way as these. And I guess that's it. They seem to have like about the same weight. I didn't put them on the scale, but as a conclusion, they both seem to be almost the same with a few different details. But the most important thing is going to be the sizing. If you have a narrow foot, the Imperial is for sure going to be your best option. Or if you have one of the biggest size of the shells, like if you have a size 40, size 42 or size 44, you are going to be using a bigger shell than your liner, because the liner from Rollerblade, it's not only shorter but also narrower. So because the shell boot is a little bit wider, then your foot on the inside should move a little bit. But that's just a little detail, and not everyone is going to feel it. So I guess it's up to you. whatever you have in your town, whatever you have access to, whatever you get the best promotion or whatever you get the best price. These are two really good skates and they will make you roll. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give me some thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down if you didn't, but let me know what you don't like about it. And just don't forget why we all started skating, because it's fun. Cheers.